Good evening, everybody. We are live here at the Achilles Center on the campus of Union College. We're ready to go for another game in this weekend's Junior Women's Hockey League action. Today it is the Pacific Steelers taking on the Northwood School here on the campus of Union College. Dan Ball with you here this evening. Thanks so much for joining us. The final game of an 8-game slate here on this Saturday, as we'll have another 4 tomorrow. Quickly the other way comes Northwood, but that play is offsides as Scout Odemul was a step ahead of the play, so a whistle and a stoppage. Northwood comes into this one in JWHL action with a record of 4-1. The Pacific Steelers, meanwhile, in league action 2-3-1 so far. Knocked away at the line off the near side wall. Scooped up by Stella Hong. She will knife her way to the middle. That shot gets deflected on its way through. Near sidewall, turning and escaping is Hillary Wilkin. Wilkins finds Haley Mules as that one will roll in. On the netminder, Kennedy Lunson, who will make the save and hang on. She is a member of the class of 2024. In 3 games started so far this year, a record of 1-2, a 3.33 goals against average, 8.96 save percentage. 10 goals against on 96 shots faced. She will battle with Jersey Graham, the netminder who in 2 games this year both starts, a record of 1-1, and goals against average just over 4. That is in 119 minutes played so far, as Graham has split the net pretty evenly so far this year for the Northwood School, as this one will roll its way back out to center. No score, just over 1 minute in. That one jumps up and under the skate of Teresa Maskova, and so Graham will freeze the puck and take a face-off. Northwood so far this weekend, they took down Balmoral Hall by a score of 3-1. That was on the campus of RPI earlier today. All 4 goals in that game came in the third period. Scoreless up until that point. The other way comes Northwood on a partial 2-on-1. The pass just too far out in front. The oncoming Isabel Norris was there waiting for it. It's poked back out to center. Picked up by Joanna Zhu, who will send that in on Graham, who makes the save. Knocked to the far side corner. 2 aside battling for possession as Quackenbush tried to pull that one free. Pulled away by Shayna Deutsch, forced back out to the neutral zone and sent right back in deep. Knock it back out to center again. That pass would not go, so the Steelers will regroup. Here comes Sydney McKay. Far side hitting the brakes right along the boards. Looking to send a shot in front. That one did not connect. Stepping in is Maddie Ray from the point. Kept in by McKay at the line. She'll send it back below the goal. Force back out to center. Both teams in the midst of a line change, allowing McKay to step in. Over the line she goes. Toe drags around one, looking for a pass in front. Sent back to the point, quickly across. Near side here is Frere shooting. That one got blocked on its way through. And it's pulled out of harm's way by Loeli LaChapelle. She makes her way in, has it poke checked away. The defensive effort by Ray knocks that puck free. She's got it back again to her backhand, but she is taken down as she was sandwiched between 2 members of the Steelers. Sent all the way in, and the Pacific Steelers will begin their changes. Again, we're just over 3.5 minutes into this one. Still no score. Getting it going again is Sofia Dianzaris. Off the end wall, and a shot from a sharp angle there by Monette. Had a lot on it. Didn't connect, but Northwood will maintain possession. Reversed into the corner. Elise Frazier giving chase. Pulled away from her. Hong forces it back out to the neutral zone, taken away from her and sent the rest of the way in. Near side, Georgia Gillis looked to center. Didn't connect with anybody there. Forced back out to the neutral zone again. They will regroup once more, just over the Northwood defensive blue line. Player spilled down, that is Hong, so that allows Kristen Kiggin to regroup. She'll step in with a burst of speed. Shooting, knocked away on the save made by Kennedy Lunson. McKay off the end wall. Partnered with Victoria Balasescu. That play is whistled down for an offside with 15:15 to go here in the opening period. This is the third time that we've seen the Steelers in action this weekend. They dropped a game to the North American Hockey Academy on Friday evening. That final was 6-1, but they rebounded earlier this morning with a win against the Washington Pride. That final being 4-1. Cassidy Bank and Caitlin Tong scoring goals, and then 2 goals on the power play from Paige Brossard. Meanwhile, here's a 2-on-1. Backdoor feed and couldn't connect. Hillary Wilkin had hit the brakes just before the pass was getting there. As Mules was the one who was trying to set her up. Sent back in deep, and the Steelers will regroup things back behind their own net. Taken away right over the Union College logo at center ice here at the Achilles Center. Again regrouping, and again only as far as the defensive blue line. With a burst of speed on the near side, here's Dianzaris. Forcing her way into the corner, taking a tour of the offensive end, sent to the line, and popped right back into the corner. Out of harm's way and in possession there is Shayna Deutsch. Backhand feed in front, did not connect. Backhanded along the near sideboards by Dianzaris into the corner. Forced in front of the goal, save made. Rebound still loose, and it's covered and held. Lunson makes the save and hangs on to the rebound with some contact right there in front of her. An early chance on a feed from below the goal as Northwood was bidding for the first goal in this one, their first lead in this one, but they were denied. 13:46 to go first period. Face off to the left of the netminder Lunson. Reversed there by Norris. A pop back out to the neutral zone. On a good play along the wall by Caitlin Tong, who put up a goal and 2 assists for 3 points against the Washington Pride earlier on this weekend. Earlier on today, I should say. She has points in 4 of 6 games in JWHL play, including the first 3 of the year that were played in Lake Placid. To the top of the circle, shooting, they score! Off the set play and the face-off win, Brooke Kelly fires it by. And it's 1-0 in favor of Northwood. That is Kelly's second goal in JWHL play so far this season. Had a very strong start to the season now. 7 points in 6 games, and we're just at the beginning of this one. Kelly, a member of the class of 2024, who picked up 5 points over her first 2 games in that same weekend in Lake Placid. She leaves it along for the trailing player, Odomul. She forces her way back behind the goal, still in possession of the puck. Stepping in and reversing one there was Meskova. She had stepped in from the point, kept in, but knocked back out to center. A brief mistake leads to a chance for Lawler, and a glove save made. Graham will hang on and take a whistle with 12 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the first period. Face-off to Graham's right is won by the defensive unit. A wobbling puck will roll into the Steelers' defensive end. Giving chase there is Georgia Gillis. Centering pass. Nobody home there. Taken the other way by the Steelers. Only as far as D'Anzaris. Meanwhile, a quick breakout, and the other way comes the Northwood School. Leading by one, looking to add on to it. A centering feed got blocked away. D'Anzaris stepped in, but she was met by Frere on defense. Wheeling and firing one into the corner there was Elise Frazier. Popped out in front, knocked away. Frere makes the play. Up the near side wall, Joanna Zhu forces it back out to the neutral zone. Knocked back out to center. Zhu in a race for the puck. Leaves for Stella Hong, who will step in. Both battling, but again, knocked away. A strong early start on the defensive end for the Northwood School, defending their own blue line. That's been the one real undoing, as a collision on the far side boards. Both players go down. No call on either side, largely because of that fact. Pulled free by Caitlin Tong. Through the neutral zone come the Steelers. Making her way through there was Paige Brossard. Knocked off of her stick, but the Steelers will maintain possession in the offensive end. Puck was played with a high stick for the time being, so possession given back to the Northwood School. Forced back through the neutral zone and in deep. A physical play, but one that gets the puck in. And a pass that was going back door there from Hillary Wilkin got stolen away on what would have been a good chance on that far side post. Flick back out to center, knocked down. McKay will find it right in front of the visiting bench and send it in deep at the end of the shift. 1-0 in favor of the Northwood School. 10 minutes, 20 seconds to go first period. Thanks so much for joining us here on this Saturday evening and what has been a busy day here on this YouTube channel and on the campuses of Union and RPI. A quick breakout successful. Here is Hong, who will flip it into the corner. Puck up in the air. The defender, Meskova, has it knocked away from her. Loose in the slot for the moment. Pulled out of harm's way. Knocked back out to the neutral zone. In a race for the puck, it is Shayna Deutsch forcing her way into the corner. Taken around and in front. Deflected on its way through, and it rolls just wide. Munson lost sight of it there as the shot got deflected on its way through, popped high up in the air and rolled harmlessly past the near side post, but nobody really knew where that one was for a little while. Taken away from Norris, sent along the near side wall. Puck is waiting to be handled, sent back out as far as center. It was out of the reach of Caitlin Along. Near side, here comes Kristen Kiggin. Kiggin forcing her way in deep. Drop back into the far corner, but it's picked off. Northwood trying to involve their defense, but that's where the mistake ended up coming from. A heavy back check, however, creating a lot of issues. Puck loose at the top of the circles. A drive, and that one goes just wide. A heavy shot coming from the point from Maddie Ray, but didn't connect. From corner to corner they go, and back out to center, picked off. The other way comes Brossard. She has it poked free. Near side, here is LaChapelle, centering a pass in front. That one got deflected away. One-timer from the point. Blocked on its way through as well. Both teams not afraid to get in front of these shots in the early going, as we're just over 8 minutes remaining here in the first period in a game in which the Northwood School leads by 1. Pass gets picked off at the defensive blue line. Doesn't end up mattering as much as the other way come the Steelers. Pass goes along the far side. Boards picked up in the other way. They come on a 3-on-2 with trailers. To the trailer it goes. That shot gets blocked as Monette's shot gets knocked down. From defense to offense they will go, or at least try. It's forced in by Cassidy Bank. She went 1 on a few, allowing her group to change. End-to-end action we have as it's stolen away. Northwood was changing on defense. Here is Bank finding some room and shooting one. Knocked away. Graham makes the save and forces it to the far corner. Just the 1 goal so far, but both sides with their fair share of chances. Knocked away in the corner. A turnover. A centering pass in front was looking for Bank once more. Didn't connect on that one, but Melissa Parton was able to keep that one in along the near point. A collision knocks the puck free with just under 7 minutes to go in the first. Off the near side glass, back out to center, knocked around Parton, and this one's flipped up and out of play. So a stoppage and a whistle with 6:48 to go in the first. This Steelers group ended up going 1-2-1 in their 4 games that were played to begin this JWHL season out in Lake Placid, October 13th, 14th, and 15th. The win coming against the Rothsay Netherwood School. That was a 4-1 victory. They tied the Washington Pride and then dropped games to Mount Academy and Balmoral Hall as part of that opening weekend. So the second event and final event on the schedule happening here in the Empire State, which ends up being a bit of a home game for the Northwood School based in Lake Placid. Shot from the point. That one missed just wide. Stepping in is Frere to keep possession. Only for the moment, however, was it pulled free by Meskova, who was defending. Up the far side wall, back out to center, and a race for the puck is Hillary Wilkin. Now a 2-on-1. Wilkin shooting, and she missed just wide. A lot of heat on that shot there from Wilkin as communication happening during that 2-on-1 to instruct Wilkin to shoot the puck. The defender for the Steelers took the pass, as you see, and that allowed Wilkin to get that shot off at center. Backhanded in deep on a physical play. The first one there on the forecheck is Quackenbush. Near side corner now, back to the point. Kigan was there covering. Near side wall, it is Norris. Quackenbush in possession in that corner. Trying to force a pass one way or the other. A swarm of white jerseys there to knock that puck free and eventually back out into the neutral zone. So the defensive group for the Northwood School will regroup it once more. Stepping in and shooting one there and a save. That was made by Lunson. Quick transition chances as the defensive unit for the Northwood School jumping in on the play. So it'll lead to an offensive zone draw for this group, already up a goal. Shots on goal also favoring the Northwood School in the early going, 7-4. Deflected up and out of play. Soon after the draw, they'll do it again after it was deflected on its way through. Northwood, meanwhile, in that same group of 4 games, went 3-1. Picked up wins against the North American Hockey Academy, the Washington Pride, and Stansted College. Their only game that they lost, a 5-4 contest to Balmoral Hall. That was in game 1 of their weekend. They also had a good deal of success at the Rock City Girls Fest earlier in November, picking up 4 wins in 5 tries. The only loss in overtime defeat. A player knocked down. This will be a penalty coming up against the Steelers. A body check will be the call. The defender, Jaya Frere, will head to the box for 2. We'll see the first power play on either side as the Northwood School will look to add to their 1-0 lead with now 4:54 to go in the first. Face-off controlled. Sent back to the line. Pass goes around Hillary Wilkin. Pulled off the wall. That puck was loose for the moment. One timer from the point. Save made by Lunson. Rebound. She's got that one too. On the heavy shot coming from the point. They'll reset it again now with 1:38 to go on the penalty. Pass in front of the goal. A shot there. Lunson again with the save. This time around on Scout. Odemul who pulled the trigger. Found a bit of room in the slot, which is somewhat hard to do, but she did it nonetheless. Looking to add to her tally this weekend. Picked up a goal earlier this weekend against Balmoral Hall. Shot coming from the face-off dot there. Just went high. Odemul sends to the corner. All the way back to the point, but the pass out of the reach, and that will force the Northwood School to regroup in the neutral zone. Just over a minute to go in the penalty as it's cleared, this time back out to center once more. Knifing her way in there and getting a chance was Katie Demers with a lot of speed, but ended up getting knocked away from her just as she was trying to pull the trigger. Shooting from the point. Save made by Lunson. There is no rebound. So a stoppage with 44 seconds to go on the body checking call. That was assessed to Frere. And 3:38 to go in our opening period here at the Achilles Center in Schenectady. Face off one cleanly. Back to the line here is Kiggin shooting. Save made. Rebound still loose. Swept out of harm's way. Cleared to the top of the circles. A rolling puck is kept in at the line on a nice play. Kiggin will head back and find the loose puck as the pass was just behind her. Swept into the corner with pressure coming at the point. Quick pass from Quackenbush. To the point, here's Dianzaris. Pass in front of the goal. Puck was still loose. Ended up getting knocked away from Kristen Kiggin, and that one's cleared the rest of the way down. Two seconds and one remaining on the penalty as Frere will exit the box. So the Steelers successful on their first kill. Centering pass in front did not connect. Frere there right onto the ice, but the puck is turned over. Centering feet again. That one gets blocked away. Picked up by LaChapelle. She will shoot. Saved by Lunson. Rebound still loose, and it's scooped up by Lunson. She will hang on and take a whistle at a critical moment there. As in that vulnerable minute after the power play, the Northwood School was able to continue their offensive zone momentum, but another save, 13 on the ledger for Kennedy Lunson so far in this one. Puck knocked into the near corner. Giving chase there is Norris. She'll get it back once more. The pass just a little too hot for her. So it's knocked back out to center. Defensive play by Maskova and a good one. Forced into the corner. Giving chase there is Deutsch, but it's knocked away from her. The other way come the Steelers with speed. Pass was just out of the reach of the oncoming Caitlin Tong. So the other way, this Northwood group will stride. All the way to the line. A drive save made by Lunson. Far corner, this one will be forced back out to the point. The defense had collapsed there to try to keep that puck in, so it allows for a temporary respite there for this defensive unit. Not for long, however, as it's sent from corner to corner now in front of the goal. Fighting for it in a shot. They score no! Now they score! The official had a great look at that first shot, which was sitting right there on the line, but did not officially cross. But on second attempt, it is in, and the Northwood School has doubled their lead, and it looks like Anna Monette will get credit for the goal. Well, both before, during, and after the power play, this Northwood school group had really come out firing in this opening 20 minutes of play. They're on the board again. Flipped into the corner. The two sides will give chase as Monette will wait for the official word. Protecting the puck on her backhand, now to her forehand. Centering pass in front got knocked away. Stepping in is Audrey Hurlbutt on defense, that is. Sent in front of the goal. That one goes through the blue paint and wide. Northwood still in possession. Wheeling is Monette. That one gets deflected on its way there. So 14 from 15 and 13 in your programs. Monette from Gillis and Fraser. Battle now in the corner as a player for the Steelers down. That was McKay who went in hard. Holding her left arm and that left shoulder. We'll keep an eye on that one as you could hear the collision on those end boards, which is never a good sign in its own right. Stepping in and shooting one off the back foot there was Meskova. That one will deflect up and go out of play with 7.8 seconds to go here in our first period. Face off to the right of the netminder. Lunson is one clean by the Northwood school. A shot by Kelly. That one went just wide. Bidding for a goal the same way she scored the first one with 2 seconds and one. A whistle. The net had been knocked off its moorings. It won't end up mattering as the horn sounds to signify the end of our first period of play. 2-0 lead for the Northwood school over the Pacific Steelers. Back with second period action in just a few moments here on the JWHL YouTube page. Second period is underway here from the Achilles Center on the campus of Union College. Thanks so much for joining us here on this Saturday evening. Dan Ball with you. The score after one period of play, 2-0 in favor of the Northwood School over the Pacific Steelers. Thanks for joining us here on this YouTube broadcast. As stepping in on a 2-on-1 is Odemol. A pass in front and a shot. That one whistles just wide. Stepping in from the point there is Laura Dyke to make the play. Near side Odemol. They'll reverse. A pass in front was looking for the aforementioned scout Odemol. Didn't connect. Now the other way come the Steelers with numbers if they hurry. Stepping in and shooting one. That one whistled just wide. A good chance in transition there from Paige Brossard as a stoppage as the net was knocked off its moorings once more. Knocked off the far side wall there by Mules and out to center. Stepping in is Meskova to make the play. Teresa Meskova, the defender and a member of the class of 2024, had a goal against Stansted College and an assist against the North American Hockey Academy when this group played in Lake Placid back in October. The play goes offsides as Frere was a step behind the action, and a whistle and a stoppage just over a minute and a half into our middle period. To reset the scoring for you, Brooke Kelly scored the game's opener just past the 6.5-minute mark. First period made it 1-0 as the play is whistled for another offside. And then with a minute 23 seconds remaining in the first period, Anna Monette scored. Georgia Gillis and Elise Frazier getting the assists on the goal from Monette. That made it 2-0, and that is where we stand as the shots on goal right now 16-4 in favor of the Northwood School, as that shot from the top of the circles is blocked away by Jersey Graham. Graham has seen 5 shots and has made 5 saves, forced back out to center. Wheeling and firing there was Hong, but it's taken away by Mules, who will step in. Met by the defender, Maddie Ray. Sharp angle shot. That one's turned aside. Kennedy Lunson equal to the task there. Battle low of the goal for possession as Mules was on the puck and would not allow it to be stripped from her. Near side point. Monette sends it low. A player in front, instead stepping out and looking for a shot. That was turned aside on the shot from Wilkin. The rebound and a collision right past the far side post as Wilkin and another player went crashing down at the point. Monette shoots, deflected on its way through, never got on goal. Here is Deutsch in the corner. Sent back behind the goal for Quackenbush, who is trying to find a lane to get this puck to one of her teammates. She does by forcing it into the corner. Knocked away in the defensive effort by Hong. Stella Hong will take the space in front of her, forcing it out as far as center. An errant pass will force the Northwood School to regroup as now the Steelers in the midst of full-sail changes. An impressive resume for the Pacific Steelers group as they hail from British Columbia in terms of the players that have moved on to play college hockey in some capacity. 50 alums have gone on to play at the U Sports level, with another 56 playing at the NCAA Division I level. Knocked back out to the neutral zone. On and off the backhand there of Audrey Hurlbut. Knocked back over the Steelers' defensive blue. Forced back into the neutral zone. A rolling puck was nearly intercepted. That would have sent the Steelers off to the races, but that puck was wobbling just a little bit as it was going through, as Caitlin Elong was the one who was standing right in between the defensive unit. Regrouping is the defender, Maddie Ray. She makes a move, shoots one, blocker save made, the rebound cleared. A nice quick move there to open up some space from Ray, the defender. A commit to Western University. Just talking about the alums and where they go, and you can see the skill there, backhanded in front. Lunson's able to make the save. Digging at it there was Hurlbut after the netminder was able to find it. A whistle and a stoppage with 15:23 to go here in our second period, with the Northwood School ahead by a pair. Face-off controlled, and that was Kelly who was waiting there. They've run that design face-off play a couple of times. That's how the Northwood School got their game-opening goal. And they nearly had another back in the net to our right at the end of the first period, as that one's flipped up and out of play. So they'll blow things dead, and now a conversation for who has possession of the puck in the scorer's booth. They have it. And the faceoff will come back into Northwood's offensive end with 15:06 to go in the second. Shots on goal right now, 21-6 in favor of Northwood as well. But again, a goal from the Steelers can change a lot very quickly. Near side point, looking for a deflection. Didn't get one. It ends up whistling its way wide. Kept in the line by Dean Zara. She knocks it down again on second attempt. Third attempt, they'll try it once more. This one's successful. Stepping in here is Bank. She has it poke checked away. The other way they will race is La Chapelle will force this one in deep, but it's knocked away from her. Now a race for the puck is Cassidy Bank will head back in on the forecheck. She had a goal and an assist against the Washington Pride U19 group earlier today. La Chapelle forces it along. Kelly has it knocked away from her. A nice move there by La Chapelle. Has it poked free. Rolls just past the far side post as Kennedy Lunson was following it the entire way. A fight for an exit strategy there. Some clutching and grabbing that was going on. A quick snapshot. Lunson the first save. Another save made too. The net is knocked off of its moorings as a collection of players were coming careening in on the netminder Lunson. She was able to make a very nice first save and then a second one before the net ended up getting knocked off, leading to a whistle with 13:57 to go in the second period. A quick snapshot that looked like it might have surprised the netminder Lunson, but she made the save nonetheless. Now a face-off to her left. Controlled on defense by Melissa Parton. She's nearly dispossessed, but maintains possession. Gets it out as far as center. That's where it's picked up by Along. Caitlin Along, that is. Had it, but lost it. Dueling sixes in your program battling for possession. It was pulled free by Allie Lawler. Lawler, the six in the program for the Steelers, who forced it in deep. A quick breakout and a pass that's nearly intercepted. Scooped up by Ray after it jumped off of the boards right in front of the two benches. Speaking of, that's where it knocks off of once again. Knocked around Ray. Now a race for the puck. Stepping in is Mules. She tries to throw it through the legs of the defender, Frere. She did the first part, not the second, and then she spilled down on the collision with Frere right by the far boards. Another collision near side. That one didn't have as much in terms of physicality, but certainly made a good noise. Sent in deep, and Jaya Frere will get it started. That pass nearly picked off. Forced along the near side wall to the line, but kept in and swept in deep. Abby Monette was there. Abby and Anna, the two Monettes on this roster. One defender, one forward. Very talented between the two, as you've probably been able to see if you haven't watched this team already. Near side stepping in and trying to get away with it there was Quackenbush. She had it only momentarily, however. The other way comes Dea Sohi. Sohi forces it into the corner. Joanna Zhu will give chase. She gets knocked down with a bit of authority there by Isabel Norris. Swept back to the point. A drive coming there. That one got blocked back out to center. Play was offside momentarily, so that takes a bit of pressure off as Hurlbut was regrouping. Northwood was changing. This one will head down and be icing. So a face-off coming back into the Steelers' offensive end with 11:46 to go here in our second period. One to the near side point and forced in deep by Balasescu. Along the near side wall it goes. It's forced out to the line, but turning and keeping the puck in there was Sohi. Joanna Zhu in there providing a bit of chaos as a collision in the near side allows the puck to escape back out through center and into the defensive end for the Steelers, who will regroup it and try to do so in a hurry. That pass gets picked off, but a good play there by Dyke in response to all of that to poke it free. Back below the goal is McKay. Good to see her back on the ice after she went off a little while ago holding what looked to be her shoulder. Appears to be okay, at least okay enough to be out there. Hockey players are tough, so even if something's wrong, you won't necessarily hear about it. A battle right in front of the Steelers bench. Pulled free by Kristen Kiggin. She will gain the center line and send it in deep. Forced up the near side wall, but taken away by Monette. She had it only momentarily, however. The other way come the Steelers. Forced out to center by Frere. At the line and at the end of the shift. That one's backhanded the rest of the way in. We're at the 10-minute mark here in the second period at the Achilles Center in Schenectady. 2-0, the Northwood School on top. Forced corner to corner there by Odemul, who's on the puck. To the line, Meskova keeps it in. Kelly fights her way back behind the cage. Left along once more, sent to the line, but it ended up splitting the defenders. That forces Kiggin to regroup back in the neutral zone. Kelly with a burst of speed. Brooke Kelly has it poked free, still loose right along the Steelers' defensive blue line. That's where it's scooped up by Abby Monette. Monette centers a pass in front. Was looking for the oncoming LaChapelle, who will send it now from board to board. Off the near side glass, played with a high stick. So that will lead to a whistle and a stoppage with now 9:07 to go in the second. Face off to the left of the netminder Graham, forced out to the line and out to center, now a race. That is led by Wilkins, centering pass in front. Didn't get the shot away, looking for the trailing player Mules. Knocked away from her as well, so a chance by the wayside for the Northwood School, who was looking to make it a 3-spot and a 3-goal lead. Meanwhile, stepping in is Zhu. That shot gets blocked. Puck pops loose. McKay lays out to one-handed along and keep it in, but only for the time being. Knocked ahead for Mules to the trailer. A shot there. That one gets deflected as Wilkin pulled the trigger, but that one will go up and out of play. With 8:25 to go in the second period of a 2-0 game. Again, a busy day's worth of scores for you here in JWHL action. The North American Hockey Academy took down Balmoral Hall, and U19 played to begin our day back at 8 o'clock this morning. The Steelers U19 group took down the Washington Pride by a 4-1 total earlier today as well. The Naha U16 group also beat Stansted College. That was a 3-2 final right here at the Achilles Center. Elsewhere, this Northwood group and U19 action beat Balmoral Hall as well. That was 3-1. And then the U19 Naha group took down Washington 4-1. That led us into our night slate of games as the Stansted U16 group put up a statement victory in the game directly before this one, 8-0, the final against the Washington Pride. It was an impressive effort to say the least as the puck jumps over the stick of Frere. It was deflected by Frere on its way through, so that negated the icing. The other game that happened, the 6 o'clock game over at the Houston Fieldhouse, ended in a 1-0 victory for the North American Hockey Academy's U16 team over the Connecticut Polar Bears. A goal that came with 23 seconds remaining in the third period from Cassidy Lobisser, who, if you were watching the coverage here at the Achilles Center earlier this morning, she also scored the game-winning goal in their game against Stansted College with 11 seconds left. So a big day for Cassidy Lobisser, scoring game-winning goals with a combined 34 seconds remaining on the clock between two games. Those games on top of 3 which happened on Friday, and then the weekend's worth of festivities will conclude with 4 games coming up tomorrow at the Houston Fieldhouse. Pulled free by Moscova, the defender who steps in on the rush. Trying to evade pressure, sent to the line, and Kagan will force it in deep. Just over 6 minutes to go here in the second period as that pass gets deflected up and will go out of play. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock in U16 action, it is the Washington Pride taking on the Connecticut Polar Bears. Then this Pacific Steelers group will take on Balmoral Hall. This Northwood group will then take on the North American Hockey Academy. Those games at 10 o'clock and 12 noon respectively. And then the last game of the weekend, Stansted's U16 group taking on the Connecticut Polar Bears. That game at 2 o'clock. And you can watch it all right here on the JWHL YouTube page. Play in the near side corner. It was pulled free by Maddie Ray. Along the end boards, it's forced back out as far as center. With a burst of speed, the defender Audrey Hurlbut will step in. She has it knocked away by Ray, who makes a nice play on that one. Swept free by Lawler, but kept in by the Northwood school. Waiting right there was Paige Brossard to disrupt any offense. A nice quick play. A toe drag, and taken down on our way through was Loeli LaChapelle. No call after that play. Sent from the line, deflected save made. Rebound, and another save made by Lunson. The one save was a strong one. The second on the rebound, even better. As Kennedy Lunson has now faced 26 shots, she's made 24 saves. Knocked back out to the neutral zone, so Hillary Wilkin will give chase. Nearly lost the puck. On second attempt, she does. Monette the first one there. Now a battle right over the Steelers' offensive blue line. Mules at the line. Pass goes on and off the tape of Hillary Wilkin in rapid succession. Picked up right at the faceoff dot. Mules will wheel and shoot. That one gets deflected wide. Pulled off the wall, sent towards the net. Lunson the save. And she will hang on with 4:33 to go here in our second period. Well, I'm not sure there's anybody in the building having more fun than the other goalie on the Steelers roster. Layla Roberts was enjoying the tunes here at the Achilles Center, as meanwhile Mules wheeled and shot. That one didn't connect, flipped back into the corner. Corner to corner it will go with just over 4 minutes to go here in the second. Knocked back out to the neutral zone. As mentioned previously, this is stop number 2 on what will be 7 monthly visits, if you will. A penalty coming up. This is going to be against the Steelers, so the Northwood school will go back to their power play. An interference call coming with 3:53 to go in the second. Sydney McKay is the guilty party, so the Northwood school will get a crack on their power play. Second time that we've seen this unit on the ice so far here this evening. Odemul and Hong on the draw. It's won cleanly by the Northwood school. Walking in and shooting one there was Wilkin, kicked away by Lunson. In the near corner. Forced back to the point. Stepping off the wall again is Wilkin. Pass goes low for Kelly, wheeling, and what might have started as a shot ended up as a pass and almost ended up being a very good one as Mules tries to force it in front. She has that one knocked away. Stepping in, shooting the defender there, Laura Dyke. That one got blocked down. Rebound still loose. Trading places at the point as Odemol nearly ended up having that puck knocked around her and back into the neutral zone. She's got it shooting. That one gets deflected on its way through and rolls wide. Wilkin flips it along. 1 minute gone by in the penalty. Odemol was looking backdoor. Kelly will pull it out of harm's way to the line. Shooting. That one gets blocked in front. Still loose in the slot. Trying to pull it free there was Odemol. She's got it. Pulls it out of harm's way and slows things down. No rush here on this power play, Scout. Odemol, that shot gets knocked away. Northwood maintains possession. Another shot. That one's handled by Lunson. She will take a face-off after the whistle blows with 2:25 to go in our second period. 33 seconds remaining on the penalty. Face-off won cleanly by Quackenbush after changes of the full sail variety on both sides. Pass in front, deflected, save made by Lunson on the chance for Katie Demers, who parked herself in front. Protecting there was Kiggin. Pass goes low of the goal to Demers. A drive from the top of the circles, a save made by Lunson on the chance from Dianzaris. Kennedy Lunson makes the save, her 29th. So far through just under 2 periods of work. She's been very busy and very good. Now 10 seconds remaining on the interference call. That was assessed to Sydney McKay. 2:02, meanwhile, remaining here in our second period. Face-off this time was won by Bank in the Steelers. A big defensive zone face-off win with 2 seconds and 1. Bank will clear it back as far as center. The penalty is over, so the Steelers successful on their kill once again, and an awkward collision that sent Kristen Kiggin careening into the board. She's able to get up, which is very good considering how that one looked. Meanwhile, here comes Bank the other way, shooting from the top of the circles. That one rolls wide. Backhanded in front, Bank again. That one's handled by Graham. She will hang on after what was a very awkward collision right along the far side boards. Ends up with a chance for the Steelers going the other way and a save and a face-off with $1:29 to go. Georgia Gillis forces it in deep. The puck over the outstretched glove of Balasescu. Near side, pass in front. Save made by Lunson. Rebound still free. Picked up, wheeling and shooting, and not getting a lot on that one was Anna Monette. Monette, Gillis, and Frazier again combining, and speaking of which, it's picked off. Forced along by Gillis, knocked into the corner. Frazier giving chase. Frazier is spilled down as she was battling with Maddie Ray. Out to the neutral zone, backhanded the rest of the way in as Joanna Zhu had a player coming with her that was Sohi, but instead was feeling the pressure. The other way comes the Northwood school. Led ahead by Frazier with just over 30 seconds to go in the second period. Far side wall, you can hear the yells from the netminder Graham, letting her group know how much time's left so they know what they're working with in the offensive end. Stepping back there is Dianzaris. She was unable to send that puck in, so she'll regroup it and try again. Wilkin is pinned along the far side wall. Now with 5 seconds to go, the Steelers will slow things down. 2 seconds and 1, and that'll do it for our second period of play. 2-0. It is the Northwood School leading the Pacific Steelers. The Zamboni coming out on the ice. They will resurface things here at the Achilles Center, and we'll be back with third period action in just a few moments. So thanks for watching and stay with us here on the JWHL YouTube page.
time they score, it's still good.
Like some of them rings out like the lights that go off.
Yeah.
We are underway here in period 3 at the Achilles Center on the campus of Union College. It is 2-0. The Northwood School leading the Pacific Steelers here in JWHL action. Apologies for that delay, as we all learned at the same time where the mute button is on this microphone. I'm Dan Ball. Thanks so much for joining us here on YouTube this evening. 2 goals in the first period by this Northwood group. Brooke Kelly scored the opener with 13:25 to go in the first. Assisted by Scout Odemul, that made it 1-0. Then with 1:23 to go in the first period, Anna Monette scoring from Georgia Gillis and Elise Frazier. That made it 2-0. That is all of the scoring that we've seen on either side so far in this one. Shots on goal after 40 minutes, 31-8 in favor of this Northwood group. They won the shot battle 14-4 in the first. They won it 17-4 in the second. They have a shot here in the third. And that is handled by Kennedy Lunson to open up things in our third period. Again, the final of an 8-game slate here on this Saturday. 4 more games on Sunday. The next time these groups will meet will be December 15th, 16th, and 17th when they head to Rhode Island for a weekend's worth of games at both Providence College and Brown. Picked up at the top of the circles. That shot coming from Hillary Wilkin gets deflected on its way through. Then at the end of January, these groups will head out to the University of Minnesota for their weekend of action. February will bring about the Challenge Cup, which will be played in Washington, D.C. Then the beginning of the month of March, I should say, they will congregate on the campus of Stansted College for a weekend, and then the playoffs will take place March 15th, 16th, and 17th in Boston, Massachusetts. Turned over at the top of the circles here is Norris shooting. She scores! Isabel Norris from a sharp angle. And the Northwood School is up a 3 spot here in the third. Norris came into the competition with 1 assist so far in JWHL play. That came against the North American Hockey Academy in Lake Placid back on October 15th. So make it a 1-1-2 spot on her season so far. And a very important goal in the third period. Whoever scored that first goal to begin things in the third, from a momentum standpoint, it would really dictate a lot about where we were headed for the rest of the third. And it is Norris, a member of the class of 24, who is able to get the job done and make it 3-0 just like that. Knocked back out to the neutral zone. Cassidy Bank was in a race for the puck. Regrouping things is Maddie Ray. She's got a burst of speed. Here is Ray. Moves her way to the far side corner. Trying to spin away from pressure as Meskova was right there defending her. Forced up the far side. Wallen back out to center. Jaya Frere back in defending. Frere and Ray, who play heavy minutes for this group on the defensive end. At the line, that one's sent now corner to corner. Battle along the near side wall, swept along around Lawler. Knocked in deep where Brossard will get it going, but it's turned over, forced down in front. Puck knocked back up to the top of the circles and then eventually forced back out to the neutral zone. The regroup successful. A quick move. Here's Dean Zaris shooting. Save made by Luntz in the rebound. Cleared free as well as Lawler trying to clear. She does end up forcing it over that defensive blue line. Here is Brossard at the line, sending it in deep with 15:50 to go here in our third period in a game that is now 3-0. A whistle and a stoppage for an offside. So Norris scoring at the 2:21 mark of our third period. Shayna Deutsch picking up the lone assist on that play. Northwood coming off of a victory 3-1 over Balmoral Hall earlier on Saturday. Puck pulled free by the first goal scorer, Brooke Kelly. Turned over at the point. That shot turned aside by Lunson. Rebound still loose. Pulled free by Brossard. With a burst of speed off the near side wall, she keeps it moving, forced into the corner. Now a battle ensues. It's pulled free. Knocked loose in that corner. Good forecheck pressure coming from the Steelers, looking to fight back in this one. Has to start somewhere as time is not on their side. Meanwhile, the other way comes La Chapelle, stepping her way in, centering a feed in front. Kick save made. Munson was able to get enough. Sent to the line. Coming from Monette. That one gets deflected on its way through. McKay had it but lost it. Poked away by Brossard, who's at the end of a shift. But still working to clear the puck. She does back out to the neutral zone, and she'll go for a change. So tomorrow, the Steelers group will take on Balmoral Hall, a 10 o'clock face-off over at RPI. And then the Northwood School will play the final game in U19 competition, taking on the North American Hockey Academy directly following that pass in the direction of Jaya Frere. Ends up jumping over her stick, and so it acts as an automatic clear, and then Bank was ridden into the end boards hard in a collision with Mules. She gets up after all was said and done, shaking off the cobwebs. That one was quite the collision, and kind of surprised to see no hands in the air after that one, just from the optics of it, if nothing else. Far side taken along by Caitlin Tong. She'll force it into the corner as her defensive unit was in the midst of a line change. Tong pulls it free. Centers a pass in front. That one's picked off. Loose puck along the near side wall, and stepping in was Brossard to keep it moving. Taken away by Wilkin, poked away from her. Here is Hong on the far side. That one snapped on goal. Graham the save. And she'll hang on now with 13:15 to go in the third period. A 3-0 ball game. A nice play made by Stella Hong, who had an assist earlier on today in the game against the Pride. 4 points on her season, all three of which before this weekend came in the same game. That is in JWHL play, that is. Had 2 goals and an assist for 3 points against the Rothsay Netherwood School as part of that weekend out in Lake Placid. Battling for possession there is Quackenbush. Corner to corner it goes. Sent in front. Lunson the first save. The rebound there for Quackenbush for the moment. Knocked away from her and forced back out to the neutral zone on the play by Allie Lawler. Here is Quackenbush coming through with speed, poked away from her, and this one will roll its way back out into the neutral zone. This Northwood group does regroup extremely quickly. Makes it tough to get set from a defensive standpoint and defend that blue line because they go from side to side, from defender to defender, and then through the neutral zone pretty quickly. There's a prime example. Stretch pass on and off the tape in a hurry, knocked in deep as Northwood in the midst of a change. Picked off, top of the circle, shooting save made by Lunson, rebound, knocked into the near corner. Pass in front, nobody home. And allowing the defender Balasescu to clear. This one will head down, no icing. It was deflected on its way through. Dianzaris back in her own end, forced up the near side wall. This one, meanwhile, was not deflected on its way by, and will go down and be icing with 11:39 to go in the third period. So the faceoff will come back into the Steelers' offensive end. A tie-up off the draw. It was won by Cassidy Bank, but she didn't have the support she was looking for. She's there in the neutral zone, but it's poked away from her. Here comes Gillis. Pulled off the near side wall. She was bidding for that near side corner. Ended up shooting it off the side of the goal instead. Hong sends it along. Here is Caitlin Tong. Makes a move around a defender. Here is Tong in on goal, and a save made by Graham. Really nice move. Done so quickly as Bank will stop, and she will shoot, and Graham will make the save and hang on. Two of the better opportunities that we've seen on the offensive end for the Steelers so far in this one, but Jersey Graham with a very strong sequence of saves to keep a 0 on the board for her group on defense. Swept back to the line, but after the win, the pass didn't connect with Maddie Ray, so she'll have to head back into her own end to make the play. Turned over. Onto the backhand, shooting that one. That was blocked by Frere as LaChapelle pulled the trigger. The defender, Maddie Ray, will get it going. Far side, snapped on goal from just over the center line. Graham makes the save on that one. She made that save as well before her defender, Abby Monette, finds it. Knocked back out to center. Lawler the only one there. So forcing the Northwood school back to regroup as we're just about at the halfway point of our third period. Knocked around Brossard, but the line of defense there for the Steelers still successful in stopping that rush. Backhand feed gets picked off. Knocked ahead for Joanna Zhu, who will go headlong into the near corner. Rest of her group going for a change with just under 10 minutes to go in the third. Shots on goal right now, 37-12 in favor of the Northwood school. A strong day so far for Kennedy Lunson, meanwhile, with 34 saves so far today, with another half a period to go. Here is Hong shooting that one, gloved down by Graham. She will hang on. Knocked off the far side wall and in. Now a rush coming back the other way. Wheeling and shooting that one was Mules. That one got blocked on its way through. Wilkin low of the goal, trying to make her way around Hong. Knocked away by Mules again. Man, she is very hard to defend when she's moving. Another nice move. with more room to shoot off of her front foot. That one missed the net. Kept in, however, possession maintained by Wilkin. Taken away from her by Brossard. Rolling puck to the line where it is forced out to center. This one will go all the way down and will indeed go for icing. So the face-off will come back into the Steelers' defensive end. 8:39 to go here in our third period. We are approaching hour number 14 of hockey here on this Saturday. It's been a very busy day. And we've seen all kinds. We saw a 1-0 game, as we were just talking about, with Naha beating the Connecticut Polar Bears in the final minute of play. And we saw an 8-0 game here at the Achilles Center happening at the exact same time. The perfect example of the range of results and range of play that we've seen this weekend here in the Capital Region, as we'll wrap up play with 4 more here on YouTube tomorrow during the morning and then early afternoon. Perfect way to get into your football Sunday or what have you as we get closer to Thanksgiving. And early happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there if you haven't celebrated already. Kept in at the near point on the play by Parton. Forced into the corner, now corner to corner it goes, where it's swept along by Bank. Kept in by McKay. Knocked to the line and back out to center. Tong leaves for McKay, who will force it back in her direction, cleared out to the line. The defense of the Steelers was regrouping at the time. Near side here is Brossard. Stepping in, tried to make the inside-out move around the defender that was waiting there, Gianzaris. Hong at the line. Nice play to keep it in there by Brossard. Second attempt, however, they'll try it on the other side, and here is Anna Monette. Monette knocks it around the defender, Ray, but it was too far in front of her to grab it on the other side. That one will be held, and a whistle will be blown with 7:18 to go in the third period. Knocked off the near side glass after the face-off. This one will head down. The whistle will blow. That is icing. Face-off won by the Steelers, but possession picked up by Anna Monette for the Northwood School, right behind Lunson's net. Whipped below the goal line as a player spilled down. That was Gillis, shot from the point, save made by Lunson on that one. Hong forces it out to the line, and they're able to clear the zone. Fighting for a little bit of room there was Caitlin Along. Had it and lost it. The other way comes the Northwood School, making a quick move. There was Gillis to try to get by. Taken away from her. Pass was out of the reach of the oncoming Lawler. Along made the play to knock that puck free. Battle along the far side boards. Popped in deep. Just over 6 minutes to go here in the third period at the Achilles Center on the campus of Union College. Lawler near side wall. Knocked through the neutral zone. Icing is waved off. Near side McKay had it momentarily. Had the puck jump off of her stick, however, as the other of the Monettes, that was Abby, was able to pull it free. Kelly was trying to force it by. Monette gets it as far as the defensive blue line. Wobbling puck is corralled and taken the other way by Dea Sohi. Sohi sends it off the end boards, which takes a big bounce around the end boards into the other corner. McKay kicks it ahead, turned over. Taken the other way by Odemul. Let in on the far side, Scout. Odemul shoots. That one gets deflected on its way through. Doesn't find its way on net. Knocked off the end wall as Kelly was battling for possession. She couldn't find it. Picked up at the top of the circles. LaChapelle was able to keep it in. Kelly spills down, trying to make a quick pivot to turn back up ice. Forced back out to the neutral zone. Now a 2-on-2 rush, gaining the center line and sending it the rest of the way in. On that play there was Sohi at the end of the shift. Far side wall, Brossard tried to clear on her backhand. She ends up getting knocked down in the proceedings. Taken back it the other way. Spinning away there is Laura Dyke, one of the captains on this roster. That pass gets deflected. Still finds her partner, Dean Zaris, who steps in, has it knocked away from her. This one's cleared off the near side wall. A race for the puck, which will be won by the Northwood School for an icing with 4:12 to go in the third period. Face-off to the right of Lunson was controlled by the Steelers. Now you wonder, in a 3-goal game, is it worth possibly pulling your netminder for an extra skater? That's one of those scores that's kind of in more of a gray area, as this one sent all the way down and will be icing with 3:52 to go. So 3-0 our score. 2 goals in the first period from the Northwood School. Brooke Kelly scored the first one, Anna Monette the second, at bookending times of the first period, so to speak. And then a goal that really kind of set the tone in our third period from Isabel Norris, just 2:21 into the third period. That made it 3-0 as the puck is sent down. That is icing once more. Because again, you say on the side of the Steelers, you score that first goal in the third, cut it down to a 1-goal game, and say that you have the rest of the third period with which to work. Changes things completely, but a big goal scored by Norris nonetheless for the Northwood School. Face-off to the right of the netminder, Jersey Graham. Face-off won by Bank as Hong was going for it all, trying to get the one-time attempt off. Nice play by Brossard there on the defensive end to knock that puck free. Hong sent off the far side wall, swept along on the play by Caitlin Tong. Pass gets deflected. Here is Tong with a burst of speed. Here's Tong in on goal, and a great defensive play to disrupt that shot as Meskova was back checking and was able to get under the stick of Tong before she got the shot away. Meanwhile, here comes a 2-on-1 the other way. Led ahead by Norris. That shot turned aside. The rebound was there for the moment, but it's pulled free. Tong sends the outlet feed ahead for Bank. Cassidy Bank, the inside-out move, but she has it poke-checked away from her. Under 3 to go here in our third period as it's pulled free off the far side wall, and it ends up rolling its way back out as far as center. Wheeling there was McKay. Or scratch that. That was Parton who made that play. She makes this one too. Finding Caitlin along, who will step in and shoot one. Graham was able to handle that. 2:20 to go in the third. Battle in the near side corner for possession as the Northwood School is up a 3 spot. They won their first contest here this weekend against Balmoral Hall earlier today. Looking to add to that total, a collision in front of the Northwood bench. Springs a player free for the moment. That was Frere. The defender will step in on the forecheck there and center a pass in front, loose in front, and that one goes just wide. On the chance from Along, who found a bit of room in front. Couldn't get that one on net, however, and the 0 remains for the time being as Frere will start the breakout. Knocked ahead for a long. That puck was there for the moment. Hong battling for it now. Parton pokes it free. Kept in at the line. Pass was sent in the direction of Tong. Got deflected on its way there. Knocked back over the defensive blue line and back out to center. Now another battle in front of the Northwood bench. Pulled free again by Tong. Poke checked away right at the line, causing a turnover, which is taken the other way as we approach 1 minute to go here in the third period in a game that the Northwood school leads by 3. Backtracking is Dianzaris. Odemul forced that one to the middle. It was knocked away. Swept back into the corner. A quick move by the defender, Maddie Ray. Here she comes, but it's poke checked away. A 2-on-1 developing, led by Odemul. Shot save, and the rebound was there for the moment, but the angle just not there for Brooke Kelly. A smart shot going for that rebound. Kelly was ready to pull the trigger. She did. There just wasn't a puck there. Kept in at the near point by Dianzaris and forced into the corner now with 17 seconds to go. Sent to the line. A shot from the point gets blocked on its way there. Picked up by Hong. Cleared back out to the neutral zone with 5 seconds and 4 to go. And with a shutout pitched by Jersey Graham in net, the Northwood School picks up the victory. Your final,